Oh my goodness, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I would have known this sooner. Did y'all know that allegedly, that Martell is up there? Look, it say Martell should have been left the show. He should have been fired when Marceau filed a restraining order against him and when he allegedly assaulted Mel's makeup artist on set of another own show. He's awful and triggering. Wait a minute. Y'all got to send me the news article, the video about this situation because I had no idea that he was terrorizing allegedly people around Mel. I thought only Mel was receiving like that energy from him. And granted, I was not there. I don't know the backstory. But if this is really going on, this is very problematic. So this article from urbanbellmag.com says Love and Marriage Huntsville ratings dropped to a season low. So I skipped to the comments just to see people's perception or why they feel like the ratings have been low. And a lot of people feel as though they're not watching as long as Martell is on the show. That's kind of where they're drawing the sand in the line. So someone says, I don't have a problem with no one else on the show but Martell. I will not watch it again until he's gone. It's that simple. And I really wonder if OWN will heed to that, will listen to that. Because, for the most part, OWN is, yeah, the majority of OWN's viewership is women. So I really feel like in this day and age, they really need to read the room. A lot of people don't like seeing Martell on their screen based off of not only what he does on the show, but his off-screen antics as well. And a lot of women empathize with Melody and what she's going through because they may have been in similar situations or seen similar situations. So to me, I just feel like because Carlos King really likes Martell, he going to stand 10 toes down with him, or at least that's what it seems like. In a way, and then the show don't make it no better. Like, here's Nell talking about, I don't agree with Martell going to jail, not knowing all the details. And I get her point as well, because, Nell probably just thinking about the kids or whatever, but why wasn't Martell thinking about his children when he did what he did to Melody? That's like the part that not everybody, but some people I feel as though just miss out on. They hear, oh, Melody sent Martell to jail without knowing the backstory. And it's just very frustrating. I feel like you can have a side, but at least hear all sides first. But didn't she want us to listen to other people? Well, listen to her side when her stepdaughter was calling her a side chick? See, would that have been right? And we just listened to the stepdaughter while hearing her side and hearing the backstory? No. So I just feel like she probably should have gave Mel some grace in this type of situation. But someone else said, any other network would have fired Martell by now. OWN is so problematic. I refuse to give that network another view ever again. And someone else followed up and said, exactly. And that's another thing, too. I feel like, I think I asked you guys, are y'all still watching the show? And a lot of y'all like, no, we still on blackout. Like, y'all are really not playing. And for like numerous of reasons, I feel like this show was on blackout. Besides Martell, people just didn't like, seeing Miss Wanda and things like that. So it's a lot of reasons why. By the way, are y'all liking this new couple? They really not giving what they need to give, but that's okay. Let me finish reading these comments. They said they might as well cancel the show because Mel can't carry the show by herself, nor if she had a spinoff. Now that's a interesting point because I know in the beginning we all advocated for Mel having her own talk show, or not her own talk show, like a spinoff show. But do you guys feel like Mel is strong enough to have a show on her own? Actually, I feel like she is. Maybe not a whole hour, but maybe like a mini series. Melody with like I don't know. It could really be like a mini Melody series, half an hour or just like an update of just what's going on in her life. I'm not quite sure she needs a whole hour, but I feel like a half an hour in a mini series is a good start. So someone else said, I wouldn't call the show boring. I think it is a complete mess of an embarrassment, bordering on trashy and displaying awful decisions and maturity attempts to be important while acting low life. I gave up on the show several seasons ago. I did have high hopes for it, but that was for naught. So someone said, had Carlos focused more on his shows instead of what Andy and Bravo got going on, the ratings would still be great for Love and Marriage Huntsville. When you get to a point where you aren't receptive to feedback, this is the outcome. Someone else said, bringing up Carlos. If Carlos King would give the fans the reality of cast, i.e. the Scotts who aren't millionaires yet, have mounting legal issues instead, they've gotten us to use other people's storyline as diversions from the truth. Carlos promotes entire ensembles using Melody and Martell as main topic of the show since season 1. He never shows Melody life post-divorce. She's running on an empire. She's popular on social media on the show. YouTube, YTCC have Love and Marriage Huntsville. YouTube content creators maybe have Love and Marriage Huntsville fans, audience and viewers who never watch on. Why? Because we get the real story here, the facts that Love and Marriage Huntsville won't reveal. And I said that about Stormy. I feel that way. For the most part, I feel like Stormy popularity and the reason why she's able to sell those millions of products, $1 million worth of products, is because of social media, not because of the show. Because a lot of young people are on TikTok, and that's who bought her stuff. And I feel like those same young people aren't necessarily watching OWN. So that's what I was thinking too. Like the show is kind of not doing anything for them in a way. But I feel like it was in the beginning when the show was more authentic and more real and just kind of showed them in their business element a little bit more instead of all the drama. So someone says, I will continue to watch. And if I stop, it wouldn't be because Martell's on the show. Okay, that's interesting. Well, let's read this article a little bit. The recent arrest of Love and Marriage Huntsville stars haven't gone unnoticed by fans. Love and Marriage Huntsville fans have a lot to say about the current season of the show on social media. This is due to the fact that multiple cast members were arrested in the last couple of months. Destiny was arrested for identity theft. Marceau picked up for DUI. Maurice, picked up for DUI. Martell was arrested for domestic violence, for harassing communications for Melody Rogers, for charges against him. He has since been convicted. However, he did appeal and trial takes place in September. Goodness. The seriousness of the matter rubbed many fans the show the wrong way. In response to Martell not being removed from the show, they have decided to boycott Love and Marriage Huntsville. The blackout wasn't something every fan intended to support. Some plan to watch the latest episodes, but they were immediately turned off by how the cast and others addressed Martell's arrest. Yeah, me too. In one highly criticized scene, Martell described what he did as just a text message, while Miss Marlene told Martell he was a great husband and to never change. I told y'all that lady is the problem. And I don't like talking about people's mom, but it's just like, you think that your son shouldn't change after sending harassing communications to the mother of his children? I understand that they are no longer married, but do you see like Melody doing that to him? Exposing private text messages? No, because that's the father of her children. And I just wish at the very least, all right, you can't respect the marriage, Martell, but you can at least respect Melody as the mother of your children. If she's not right, they're not right. So why would you even want to put your children in a situation where their mom is stressed? Why? Sometimes you just have to put your feelings to the side. The marriage did not work out. That's okay. But that doesn't mean you have to terrorize your children through their mom. Like, I don't think he gets that. And that's the time when Miss Marlene, the grandmom, should have told him that. Like, what? Ugh. I wonder if Melody knew this from the beginning. Like, we need to have a discussion about toxic in-laws. Because I'm pretty sure this lady always was like that. And this is the result of that. No one can hold him accountable. And I don't appreciate that. So, it says Love and Marriage Huntsville fans have tuned out of the latest episodes. Nell told Stormy that she didn't agree with Martell being arrested because she didn't like seeing black men locked up. She later acknowledged her sentiments stem from her son's ongoing legal issues. Both were arrested recently. Okay, did your son do what what he's being accused of? Stop trying to make it seem like people just arresting people willy nilly. People wouldn't be arrested if there wasn't a reason for it. But I get it. She was going through with her son. But I don't know. So it says others have complained that the show has become too boring to keep supporting. I'm kind of like that. Like I said, that new couple on the show, boring story. They might as well put me on the show. They could put us on the show. You know what? They could have a segment where like fans react for all this. Like, come on now. But that's just like an idea. So the article continues. They aren't all that interested in the current storylines and new cast members. True. As we reported, Destiny returned to call out her ex-boyfriend Moses Monroe for marrying her former producer Sonny Minks. Plus, Love and Marriage Huntsville newbies Latricia and Ken can't make things official until Latricia officially divorces her estranged husband of 5 years. While ratings have dropped significantly for Love and Marriage Huntsville, the most recent episode pulled in 238,000. The ratings have been dropping for weeks, and this is a season low. So what do you guys think? I feel like overall, a lot of sentiments talk about Martell and Carlos being the reason for the low ratings of the show, but I feel like a catch-22 with it. If the ratings affect how like Melody gets paid, then I'm like, okay, dang, I don't want that to affect like her pockets. But at the same time, you can't keep ignoring your fan base and not doing what I'm not gonna say we run the show, but if people feel uncomfortable with Martell being there and they really supporting Melody in this, I'm not saying you got to cut him out completely, but he need to be a friend of the show or something. Like, where and maybe under contract where they can't do that. I don't know, but let me know what y'all think. Have you guys still been watching, tuning in? I know a lot of you guys don't even watch. Y'all just get the tea, get updated by watching our videos here on YouTube. But are you guys still watching? Will you watch? What will make you, if you aren't, or if you currently are not watching, what will make you tune in again? What would you like to see, or what would you like to not see that will make you come back and join us? Because it'd be fun talking about the show on Twitter. So when it's live, so I want y'all to watch it again, and I want to feel that community vibe. So let me know what y'all think. We'll make y'all tune in again in the comments, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.
Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.